Do you know why your Italian still feels slow even when you know the words? I've seen this again and again with Italian learners. They study a lot, they understand quite a lot, but when it is time to reply, everything feels heavy. So in this video I'm going to show you a simple 5-minute drill that helps your Italian come out faster with less freezing and less overthinking. This is not about speaking like a native in 5 minutes. It is about training your brain to answer more quickly with the Italian you already know. Let's do it. If you want to speak faster, you need to stop building long sentences from scratch. Fast speaking starts small. Small prompts, short reply, clear pattern, then speed. That is the secret. Not more grammar, not longer study sessions, better response training. So here is the drill. It has 5 short steps, 1 minute each. Each step builds on the one before it. And that matters because speaking fast does not come from rushing. So minute number 1, prompts. First, you need very short prompts. Things like your name, your job, coffee or tea, today, weekend, hungry, tired, where you live. The point here is simple. A prompt should wake up Italian quickly. So instead of asking yourself a long question like, what did you do last weekend and how did you feel about it? Use something much smaller. Just say, fine settimana, lavoro, casa, caffè, questa sera. That is enough. Why? Because fast speaking does not start with big thoughts. It starts with fast access. You want your brain to hear a small cue and move straight toward Italian. That is step 1. But the prompt on its own is not enough. You notice that. Because if the brain has nowhere easy to go next, you still freeze, right? So that is why minute 2 matters. Minute 2, phrases. Now you attach each prompt to one ready-made phrase. This is where most learners make life harder than it needs to be. They learn words, but fast speaking runs on phrases. Not just one word, a whole little piece. So for each prompt, prepare one simple phrase you can say quickly. Not 10 options. 1. Caffè? Vorrei un caffè. Casa? Vado a casa. That matters because speed loves familiarity. The more often you use the same strong phrase, the faster it comes out. And once that phrase feels easy, then you can build from it, but not yet. Right now we are making the first step automatic. So minute 2 is about this. Prompt, phrase, prompt, phrase, prompt, phrase. Simple, clean, repeatable. Now we have the cue and the language. Good. But conversation is not just about having a phrase ready. It is about replying when something comes at you. That is why minute 3 is where this starts becoming real. Minute 3, reply. Now turn those phrases into short answers. This is the key shift. You are no longer just matching a word to a phrase, now you are answering. And that is where many learners realize the real problem. It was never that they had no Italian. It was that they had not trained response. So here you take the same prompts and give one short spoken reply. Keep it short on purpose. Max 3-4 words. Dove vai? Vado a casa. Vuoi un tè? No, vorrei un caffè. That is enough. Because when learners try to speak faster, they often make the same mistake. They try to say too much. That slows everything down. A short answer you can say now is much more useful than a long answer you can maybe say in 20 seconds. But there is still one problem. Even short replies can feel slow if you leave too much time before answering. So now we train that gap. Minute 4, quicker responses. This is the most important shift in the whole drill. Same prompts, same short replies, but now you reduce the delay. You see the prompt, you answer sooner, not faster in a rushed way. Because rushed speech sounds messy. Fast recall feels smooth. So the goal here is not panic speed, it is earlier access. You are teaching your brain, I do not need to wait, I do not need to build forever. I can go now. Time it, record it, repeat it, listen to it. Ask yourself, can I say it faster? And when learners feel their Italian is getting quicker, it usually happens right here. Not when they learn more words, when they stop hesitating so much before using the ones they already know. That is a huge difference. And now we come to the final minute. Because real speaking does not happen once. It happens again and again and again. So the last minute is about flow. Minute 5, speed round. Now you do a full speed round, one prompt after another. Write them down, questions and answers, no overthinking, no stopping to fix, no pressure to be perfect. This finite minute matters because it teaches continuity, and continuity is a big part of fluency. A lot of learners can answer one thing, then they stop, reset, think again, start again. That breaks the flow. This last step trains the opposite. Stay moving, stay responsive, stay in Italian. That is how speaking starts to feel lighter. Not because every sentence is perfect, but because your brain is no longer treating every answer like a school exam. Why this works. So let's be clear about what this drill is really doing. Training 4 things at once. Prompts, phrases, replies, speed. That is why it works. A prompt wakes the brain up. A phrase gives it something ready. A reply turns into speech. Speed removes hesitation. That is the chain for faster and better Italian. Now, one warning. Do not turn this into a performance. The goal is not to sound advanced. The goal is to get faster access to simple Italian. So keep your replies short, familiar, useful, because simple Italian that comes out quickly is far more powerful than complicated Italian that never arrives. That is how real confidence starts. Now do this regularly and your Italian will start to come out faster with less effort and much less freezing. Now I've said a lot, but if you really want to learn Italian fast and for free, watch this video next, because there I'll show you the mistakes that quietly slow your speaking down and exactly how to fix them. And remember, stick to Italian and Italian will stick to you. Ciao!